Crochet Cousins. You're watching LaShonda Rice. She is the owner, author, and doll designer of the Christian Crochet Addict.
Can you hear me now? How to crochet in soul doll ears. What's up, Crochet Cousins? Before we get started, listen, I'm gonna need you to not worry about my finger. Don't worry about my nail. Stay focused, all right? Focus on the yarn, not my hands, okay? So let's get this crochet party started. We're gonna do a slip knot. Creating these beautiful ears are very simple. If you can't do a magic circle, I suggest that you chain 2. Everything that I do in this magic circle, you are going to do within that second chain from the hook. We're going to do 1 single crochet. We're going to do 2 single crochets, 3 single crochets, 4, 5, and 6. Pull it close. You're going to leave a long tail to sew it, and that's how you make an ear. You see that? Don't worry, we're going to do it again. So let's cut this one because we've already got one down. I'm going to slow it down on the next one. Make sure that you do that last slip stitch. Oops. So that we can make that one ear. Now this is perfect for my Dangle Divas pattern. If you're interested in purchasing, you can do it with this single crochet, or if we want to make a bigger one, we just change the stitch. Let's do that again. We're going to make a magic circle or chain 2. If you're doing the magic circle, of course, we have to lock in that circle. There we have it. Now we are going to make our 6 single crochet in the circle, or if you chain 2, you're going to put single crochet 6 in the second chain from the hook. Pull it close. And now we are going to cut. Now let's just say we want to make one for a doll. Obviously, these ears are way too small for a full-size doll like this one. This is for my 18-inch dolls and bigger. I like to do my ears like this. So we are going to do the same thing. Start off the same way with a magic circle or chain 2. This time we're going to do chain 1, chain 2. Now depending on how big you want your ears to be, you're going to do 8 half double crochets. 1, 2. Oops, let's do that again. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now when creating ears, it is subjective. If you want them bigger, you would obviously create more. But this is the perfect size for a doll this size. This doll is 16 inches tall. So I would do an ear this size. What about bigger dolls? Let's do that. Take it apart. Also notice we did 8 instead of 6. So for larger dolls, we are going to do the same thing. Make a magic circle. Chain 2 again. If you are not doing a magic circle, again, you're going to chain 2 and do everything in the second chain from the hook. So now if we're doing an even larger doll, we're going to do 8 double crochets. That's 2. That's 3. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that's it. Can you hear me now? So this is a large ear for those big amigurumis, 22 inches and bigger. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. If you have any questions, please place them below in the comment section and I'll gladly assist you with any body parts or maybe some fine details on dolls. I also have some wonderful patterns available in my Etsy shop. If you can't crochet, don't worry, you can always shop at my website at thechristiancrochetaddict.com. That is thechristiancrochetaddict.com, where you can navigate through all my social media and purchase custom items as well as ready to ship items. Hold on, the crochet party isn't over. Now that we have our ears, we have to sew those babies on. So grab your darning needle and I want you to thread those ears and let's go ahead and sew it. Okay, so we can tell the difference between which tail to sew on because this is the beginning tail and this is the tail we'll be sewing the ear on. It should be much longer. Thread that needle. And now you can either use pins or if you're a crochet thug like myself, honey, you don't need any needles. You know exactly where you want your ears to go. Now let's think symmetrically. If you were to run a line through most people's nose, the bottom of the nostril, and you run it across, it should run to probably the bottom of the earlobe or close to it. That is the goal when I create my dolls. I don't like it to be more than 4 to 5 stitches away from the bottom of the eye. So here we are at the bottom of the eye, not below it, but at the bottom of the eye, because beneath it would be down here. I like to start right here. So let's count 4 stitches across. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do one more, 5. I said 4 or 5 stitches because that depends on how far the eyes are from each other. So I am going to stop at the 5th, line it up just like that, lay it flat up against it, make sure that it's straight, and now we're going to sew it into place. Smush on that head, and let's zoom in a little more so that you can see better. Ooh, perfect. And we're going to sew that ear in place. Again, you can pin the ears in place if you choose to. But I told you, I'm a thug. It's not that. It's just that I've been doing it for a long time, so sometimes I don't need pins. I've always had a good judgment with position and things like that. My family said that I should have been a surgeon. I do have pretty steady hands. So if you don't have steady hands, or you just don't trust yourself, please use pins. It will make your life so much easier. I usually use a longer needle than this, but we're gonna work with what we got. I thank God that I have an upstairs and downstairs. There was a time where I didn't have that. So now that I have an upstairs and downstairs, honey, if I leave something upstairs and I start a live or I'm doing a tutorial, in my mind I say, I'm not going up there. I'm not going back up there. So this is the last stitch. So this is the last stitch. The ear is fully sewn. What I like to do is go anywhere underneath that ear and meet it next to that stitch right there. Let's pull it through. All right. And now, I forgot I don't have a nail on here. See, those nails help me, honey. So now that we have that, the reason why we kept that tail is because we're going to tie it together. There we go. One more. And there you have it. You see that? It's in position. But before we say we're done, honey, we gotta hide those tails. We can't let everybody see all of that, okay? So let's go ahead and thread that needle again. You wanna make sure it has a big eye, that way it can fit both strands at the same time. Here we go. We got, oh, I did not get both strands through. Let's try that again. This is the easiest way for me when it works. So let's do that, kind of like a scissor motion. And now we finally got both through. See that? So now we're going to go into the head anywhere you want and then come out anywhere you want. Pull it through. This is why you should use a long needle for times like this. This is why I have long nails, because I like to stick my finger in there. Pull it through. Let's pull it through. Come on. It's being very stubborn today. Doesn't want to pull through. Okay. Only one of them wants to come through. See that? I can't figure out which one is the tail. There we go. All right. We did it. Once you have those tails through, you can go ahead and cut away the excess. Do a little squishing to hide it. It's gone. It didn't happen. And there you have it. We've got that ear in place. Now, again, this is subjective when it comes to ears, just like eyes. You might want to have them wider apart or closer together. But this is how I like to do my ears. If you like this tutorial, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Make sure you like, share, and follow, honey, because that's the only way that YouTube is going to pay me. I hope you enjoyed this quick tutorial on how to make ears for your amigurumi, as well as sewing them in place. God bless, and I hope to see you across the internet street. Oh, one more thing. This is optional. You can always add. Ready for this? Earrings. Now with me, when it comes to adding earrings, I like to always add glue. So just make sure that if this is going to a little one, do not do these type of earrings. But if it's going to an adult, definitely put some earrings in there. Isn't that cute? Alrighty. God bless.
If you enjoyed the tutorial, don't forget to subscribe. Need a laugh? Follow me over on TikTok. And if you like me, love me, and want some more of me, go ahead and follow me over on Instagram and Facebook. God bless.